Have you ever been #1 on IMDb?
Never, no. Nor do I want to be. Oh, I mean, if you do, it's a great place to be.
Yeah, I know, I've been there a couple times.
Oh, cool, well, anyway.
Yeah, you should catch up, buddy. I've been playing this character since I was a kid, you know, since I was 5 years old in my bedroom.
How much of you is in that role?
Basically me with an American accent. You know, it took a while for me to come out of my shell and be who I am today, and I think in this film you get to see Ian go through that process, and I just love that I get to do that in such a happy, positive way. One of the best things about playing Spider-Man is getting to work with Zendaya.
One of the best things about playing MJ is getting to work with Tom Holland.
Yes.
We actually enjoy hanging out together.
We went for lunch.
Yeah, we did.
At that river place.
Yeah.
And then I caught the menu.
Whoa.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was super
That was pretty
Spider-Man-y,
cool.
yeah. The wind blew and the menu flew out, and he was just like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And he caught the menu.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like, perfectly.
And I also wasn't cool about it either. I was like, did you see that?
I did, that's true.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, look at that. We were finishing each other's sentences.
We're like Bezzy mates. Me and you are like this today. Oh my, it's definitely, you'd have to take avocados.
Yeah.
You'd have to.
I will tell you that every co-star who's worked with you speaks really highly of the experience.
You have to remember though, Brett, that they're all actors. Professional liars is what we are. I think you were the only famous person in the group. So you were the leader. Yeah. And then we all kind of became famous together. So we went through this crazy process that not many people go through as a team. And we were so lucky to have someone like Zendaya there to kind of guide us through that process. And then you have someone who's able to be like, don't do that because you'll look like that. It's really, really
useful.
Did anything scare you about taking on the role since it required so much of you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it did kind of scare me, and I think that's a good thing, you know. I like being in situations where I feel uneasy. I feel like I thrive under pressure. What's the saying? Without risk is no reward? No risk, no reward?
No risk it, no biscuit.
No risk it, no biscuit.
What's the worst thing about wearing a Spider-Man suit for 12 hours?
The worst thing is definitely the smell. You know, you spend 12 hours in that thing in a deep lunge, jumping up and down all day, that stinks. Those stupid gauntlets. He can't do that with his wrists.
That's where you draw the line in reality, dude.
That's why
Like,
people love these
come on.
movies, is because, like, albeit it's fantastical,
Everything
logistically,
makes sense
it
and
makes
could
sense.
totally happen.
But
Lies.
Mate, imagine the bruises he must have on his
Dude,
poor
the
hands.
metal literally goes grrrr on things, and then all of a
Nanotechnology,
sudden.
Zendaya.
So why can't the nanotechnology be on that part?
Because I don't think it's that advanced yet.
See, you just realized that you didn't think about that. Yeah, caught.
I'm tired of doing these with you.
I'm just saying.
Where's Jacob? I'm a bit of an open book, really, when it comes to the way I work. The way they shot that is so crazy. When they turn the people into pigs, that's all real.
What do you mean?
That's what I mean.
I know.
Exactly.
No, that is a
It's not
practical
CG.
effect. Okay, you just blew my mind.
That's what I mean. I'm not too sure what I'm allowed to say about it now. We can't talk about
Can't
that. It's a
mention,
big
but I'll tell you
spoiler.
what.
I don't actually know how much we're supposed to talk about that stuff.
Just keep your mouth shut. It's not that hard.
That's good advice.
Yep.
Good advice.
I've heard that many times. Many times.
You would think.
Yeah, right.
You would
It's been a whole decade of that.
I really like to have fun. I really, really do like to have fun. You know, things I like to do to unwind, I just hang out with my friends. I'm so lucky that I've got like some amazing friends back home. I love dancing, I love playing tennis, I love playing paddle tennis, I love golf.
I was surprised because he hits the ball a long way.
The best part of Mark's game is that his mates will run into the rough and find his ball for him and put it on a nice lie.
Have you played golf with other folks in the MCU?
I played with Chris Pratt quite a few times. I know that Don plays. I think Mackie plays, but Mackie's probably terrible. But I've played with Chris a few times, and Chris makes me laugh. He's a lot of fun to play golf with.
Yeah, and who won those rounds?
Who do you think?
IMDb #1 over here, guys. You ranked him.
Big time.